Huh? Our names are written in this newspaper. What's going on? Let Paimon see!
Okay, see.
The underwater stronghold, the Fortress of Meripede, has continued in its noble autonomy. But that does not mean that others cannot interact with it. My recent attempts to enter the fortress bore little fruit. Huh. Guess Charlotte still hasn't given up on that.
I don't know if Charlotte ever has a habit of giving up.
Thus, did an Outlander friend become the focus of this report. A blonde adventurer with their white fairy, legends trailing in their wake. It is said that this mysterious traveler once visited the underwater fortress.
Yes, as a prisoner, and somehow that paper is omitting that type of truth.
So while the fortress's interior remains a mystery behind closed doors, do not fear, for the tales of the traveler contain surprises in spades. Journalist Charlotte's biggest scoop
Maybe
yet.
curfew too.
The Traveler's
Okay.
Trail, World Walker.
World Walker. The Walker of the Worlds.
Huh. Charlotte took so many awesome photos of us and we never even noticed her. She hasn't been able to get a hold of anything at the fortress, so since we're easier to find, she's using us as the subject matter instead?
Every person she talks to is a subject. Or an object, depending on how you look at it. And also, of course, anything she talks about is going to be a subject matter, so what do you expect?
Ugh, seriously? Well, fine. Those headlines and photos do look cool, so Paimon will forgive her this time.
Right. Right. Oh, God. Uh-huh.
We're here! Paimon's hungry. Should we go in and get something to eat?
Dear God, that's how screwed on I am. Now what?
Hey, quick! Look! That's
Starstruck person.
the limited edition, only 16 slices a day cake!
What? Are you treating cake like it's a trading card?
It was so delicious the last time we tried it. Despite the tense situation we were in, let's give it another go. Paimon's sure it'll be great.
You are obsessing over cake like it's a trading card.
One slice of cake, please.
Santa. Okay.
Someone showed up after all.
Yeah, well, you talked, yapped, and wasted your time while somebody got the drop on the cake.
Oh, wait, you're the one from the Palais Mermonia.
Oh, are you here to buy cake too? It seems Monsieur Nervalette was right. You really can eat.
Yeah, because Paimon is a flying black hole.
Wait, did he really say something like that?
Even if he did, why would you care? And honestly, you eat a lot, so why should you be upset over anyone ever calls you out on anything?
That's right. Even he has his own preferences when it comes to food. As for me, I love the cake and coffee here.
Okay. Also, it's interesting, Paimon is offended over something that is true. Paimon talks about food, but when somebody else talks about Paimon eating food, she's like, oh!
Do you come here often?
Did you not say preferences? A little feisty today. Over what?
Usually every day.
Every day?
Why are you concerned about every day?
It's part of my daily schedule, apart from work. I shall have my cake and coffee.
Right, no donuts. You basically have diabetes for lunch. Oh God, you got diabetes for lunch. What do I do?
Then what if someone told you one day that this place would be closing soon, and you wouldn't get to eat cake here anymore? What would you think?
But why would it close?
Well, Paimon doesn't know either, but maybe the waters will rise tomorrow. You know, like in the prophecy.
Maybe God decided the first Noah's Ark scenario wasn't good enough, and then God was like, you know what? Let's do another Noah's Ark scenario. Let's see what happened this time.
Oh, the prophecy. To be honest, I haven't paid much attention to that. No, still, even if there'd be no more cake tomorrow, that wouldn't keep me from having some today. No, it's the same for eating in general. You might not be able to eat tomorrow, but if you can do so today, then you should carry on. That's what people call living, you know.
I don't know, there's something off about this. Huh.
Don't be sad. Excuse me, could I have 2 more slices of cake to go?
Okay, be sad, says the person who ate all the cake.
These 2 slices are for you. Sijuin said that this kind of expression you're making is what humans call being sad.
What?
Oh, you know Sijuin?
Considering the fact that the guards and... I don't know. It is possible that the Melusines know each other, so yeah.
I sure do. She was born before me, and she sometimes comes to the surface to teach us things about humans.
What?
She said that humans are creatures that are saddened easily, yes, and you can only lift their spirits by feeding them delicious food. So please try the cakes here. I've got something else to do, so I'll be going now. You 2 try to stay in a good mood after eating, all right? Bye.
That's really hard to do when you don't eat a lot, but I'll try to find a way to stay... You'd literally be lying yourself at that point. I'm not gonna pay attention. And she literally turns twice.
Alright, let's dig in. Paimon's sure this cake will be delicious.
Plastic cake. Sherry glanced at Paimon and snarfed down the cake.
It's more delicious than last time. And the flavor gets even better with a sip of tea. It sure would be nice if we could come again tomorrow.
Okay, our daily dose of diabetes.
Sure would be nice if we could always eat delicious food here.
Sure would be nice if you didn't have to keep saying that, because then it makes me wonder if the whole sure would be nice statement is actually nice. It's gonna be the end of the world, sure, why not? Speaking of place, emergency food.
Wow! If it isn't the Traveler and Paimon! Oh, have you seen the article I wrote about you?
Did you see the weird, messed up newspaper article where I just literally crap on you?
Ha! You've got some nerve! You just used us to make some quick mora!
Oh, you needn't worry about that. I heard that you were in Poisson some time back, so I sent you a letter to discuss just that. It appears you didn't receive it, though.
I heard you were in the disaster site and didn't get a letter. Huh, I wonder why you didn't get a letter in the disaster site.
It's all right, though. I've set aside the amount intended for you. I've even set the table with some food.
Okay, more food!
Really? Oh, you're the best!
You're almost a little too easy to win over, Paimon. If I were a journalist with ulterior motives, you'd be in trouble now, you know.
Oh, Paimon knows you're not like that.
I don't think you know what Charlotte is talking about, but we'll go with what that is.
Still, what brings you here all of a sudden? Were you looking for me?
Yes, it's the end of the world. We're trying to warn you. We want to feel better, and we're just worried that this whole entire city is going to be sunk beneath the waves like another modern-day Atlantis.
A friend of ours met you a while back, and when she mentioned it, we thought of coming to see you.
Ah, so you know Miss Mona as well. She's a guest columnist for our paper. Really good one, too. She's so young and already such a brilliant astrologist.
Great! A fortune teller and a journalist together.
So she mentioned me? What did she say?
I don't know.
She said that you're a real daredevil of a journalist.
Nice. In which case, can this daredevil journalist dare to request an exclusive interview with the legendary Traveler and Paimon?
Huh? So your article in the paper today doesn't count?
Name.
Oh, of course it doesn't. That was more like live photography. What I'd like to do is dive deeper and ask you to talk about the things you've seen and experienced.
Yeah, are we even qualified enough?
Why not? If I say you're worth an interview, then you're worth it. But not right now, of course. We'll need a few days to prepare.
Oh, in that case, we'll just chat when you have the time then?
Oh, so that's a yes? Ooh, splendid! I'll tell the editor-in-chief immediately. I'll have to apply for lighting, a venue, some props, and... Whew, so much to get done now. Talk to you later.
Okay, then don't. You're gonna talk to somebody else later.
Paimon's still got a question for you.
And then off she goes.
And what's that?
Is the world gonna end? Are you still gonna be a reporter? Are you gonna worry that this city is gonna sink down under the waves like Atlantis? Except French Atlantis? Are you gonna be worried that the prophecy might be coming true? Are you gonna be worried about you losing your job? I have so many questions at this point, never mind.
If, just for example, Fontaine were to be flooded tomorrow, what would you do today?
If the world was gonna end tomorrow, what would you do? Just go straight back to work and not think about it?
Huh. That's the prophecy you're talking about, isn't it? I mean, I do hear about it often, but I've never once thought that the day could be tomorrow.
Yeah, well, when I think of someone like you hearing about the prophecy so many times, I'm pretty sure at some point you're like, just do it already! For someone like you who responds to the prophecy, that's the least underwhelming response I've ever heard.
If you're seriously asking, then I might try and think of a way to leave Fontaine. Oh, but I'm still a journalist first and foremost. That means I have a duty to be reporting from the scene. And secondly, I wouldn't forsake my homeland that easily.
Yeah, well, what happens if your homeland is going to be swept and washed away in the water? So, it's not a question of you forsaking your homeland. Your homeland is going to be thrown away easily, and it's a question of whether or not you're going to save yourself. And given the fact that you're like, no, I'm a journalist, I gotta do it. You can't you can't even separate yourself from your homeland. That's the problem.
From what I've seen, most people don't know what they'd do should the worst come to pass. In truth, it might be better just to behave like normal rather than worry over such an end. So in all likelihood, I'd probably still be prepping at the office for that interview of ours. I know what you're thinking. That sounds a bit sad, but I've always believed that it's best to do what you enjoy. Just think about it. If this nation really were to be suddenly destroyed tomorrow, but I still successfully finish an exclusive interview with a truly unique person, then the story I would wind up writing would truly be timeless. And then do you know what I'd do? Well, I'd write that story, send it for printing, and use messenger pigeons to get copies out to the various nations as soon as possible. I'm not a dreamer, nor am I a workaholic, but I do love my job, and I'd be proud of leaving such an article behind. I guess you could say that I was born to be a journalist.
Like, I get there's an underlying idea about, like, not having a regret to your work, but this is more like, what good is your work if it's based on the nation that you were in, and how's that going to top the end of a nation?
But anyway, that's my answer. And on that note, I'll get back to my preparations.
Well, if the world ended tomorrow, what are you gonna do?
So nice. All of a sudden, Paimon actually kinda envies her.
You envy a person who contributes to the very last to a nation that doesn't really matter. That's not something to be enviable about.
Anyway, let's go and take a look at the sea, shall we?
Let's look at the ocean and hope to God the ocean doesn't, for some odd reason, when I turn one way, it goes up 100 feet. Like a messed up Minecraft scenario. The waters rose 100 blocks. Dear God, what has happened?
The sea breeze and scenery can be a pretty soothing combo, huh?
Yes. Also, why is there white stuff? Oh, no, wait, that's a beach.
Paimon's been thinking.
About what? About the end of the world? About the end of this world? About the fact that we're about to reimagine an Atlantis scenario? Maybe Hoyoverse was thinking about Atlantis before it fell. Or, like, what would happen if we dealt with an Atlantis-like scenario?
If it wasn't Fontaine, but all of Tevat that would be destroyed tomorrow, where would we go and what would we do?
We just exploring one ruins over another in a messed up apocalyptic world?
No, Paimon should ask, if you could choose, what would you like to do?
Is there anything to do in a messed up world like that? If I could choose, to continue searching for your brother, even if the nation fell under the seawater. It's just like Charlotte said, it's only trying to consider what to do is pointless. That is kind of the idea.
We've always been moving to the next destination, so we haven't spent much time thinking about these kinds of things. We didn't have to either, with us always being on the road and whatnot.
Until the moment comes, I don't think about journeying on, but I think a lot about every single thing. At least with Genshin, I overthink it, but in some of the things I don't, but that's just me.
You mean, still traveling?
Because the traveler at this point, until she finds the sibling, is like the Joker from The Dark Knight. Always searching and getting to the point where, finding the sibling. But I guess it's like she's not going to stop and she's not going to be satisfied with anything else except for the sibling. But even with the Joker never stops, even when he does get what he wants.
Huh. Wait, isn't that what we've always been doing?
The banner goes back and forth between the two. Time supply and night falls in your returning accommodations at the end of this busy day. The next few days are just calm. Sure, it comes to find you conducting interviews. Speed to the safe house at the Fleuve Sonde. Have you finished your business at Poisson? You drop to take a photo of the two of you. All goes well. Nobody minds the invasive reporter, journalist.
Feels like you'll grow mold if you stay here long enough.
What are you, a big loaf of bread?
But it's still better than the Fortress of Mirapede, that's for sure. It's not only damp there, but salty too.
Says the person who at some point wants to return to the Fortress of Mirapede simply to either say hi to Sijuin or to just want to go back to prison.
So the two of you are still here. Wonderful.
Who?
Oh, you're from the Palais Mermonic.
Yes, I'm Isadora. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to look for you two before. I heard that afterward you went to the Fortress of Mirapede.
Uh-huh. What about it?
Not at all. I'm well aware that you're friends of his. Actually, I'm here to pass along a message.
Fine.
Yes, inside the Opera House. The Maréchaussée Phantom has declared the incident a small-scale riot.
Okay, what, why?
A riot?
Well, that said, I don't personally think it was that serious.
It's a riot. Basically, there was an uprising in a prison, but it's not that big. It's serious. It's alright.
Lady Furina was watching a performance at the Opera House, and while she was resting during an intermission, some other audience members suddenly started harassing her.
I wonder why.
Loudly accusing her of doing nothing about the prophecy crisis. And before she could respond, others started to join in.
Dang.
The crowd continued to grow, and protests against the Hydro Archon started to break out.
Wow, yelling and screaming at God to do something.
So people have started to put the blame on Furina. Guess they finally found an outlet for the pressure they've been under due to the prophecy.
Yeah. Maybe some people did do something and hold their God accountable instead of her getting off scot-free in every single bind she ever gets into.
I agree. People will naturally rely on gods, as is customary. But the moment people feel threatened, gods are also the first to be blamed.
Because gods generally are powerful, and that which has power, by Spider-Man logic, has responsibility. Especially great power comes great responsibility. And those with the great responsibility are the first to be blamed.
So what happened after that? Is Furina okay?
Nah, she probably cried.
Seeing that the situation was spiraling out of control and that further argument was pointless, she claimed that she'd gotten tired of this and left in a hurry. The Maréchaussée Phantom had their hands full maintaining order and did not catch where Lady Furina had gone. Only when things had stabilized did we realize that she had gone missing.
So, you mean she's still missing?
Great, God is gone missing. Now what?
That's right. The Maréchaussée has dispatched many people to search for her. That said, I don't think there's much to worry about. She is a god after all. Even if she were to fall into the hands of rioters, what could ordinary people do to her?
I don't think it's a question of whether or not, people, like, there was a story about the Fatui, or was it the Knave, trying to trap Furina before, but Furina just cowered and screamed. So, if Furina could not handle someone like the Knave to overcome, and get so easily scared, I'm pretty sure the rioters can still do damage, and even if that is the case, then, you're kind of overlooking the situation there.
Good. Monsieur Nervillet sent me to tell you about the situation, but he didn't say anything else.
Okay.
Don't worry. This is more than enough to go on. Thanks for keeping us informed.
Because Furina decided to run away from all her problems. Like the frickin' insecure Hydro Archon that she is. Well, the Knave is ranked 4 of the Harbingers. Oh. And yet, Neuvillette was able to take down one of the Harbingers.
Is that so? Well, alright.
Fine. And then you fold your arms and look at each other like,
Well,
are you
sounds
serious?
like we should hurry over to Poisson then.
Yes!
If we know Furina, she won't try to fix things in this situation. Instead, she'll look for a place to wait out the heat.
The fact that she won't fix anything God!
And, as we also know, she may be loud and dramatic, but she doesn't have a heart of stone.
No, she has a heart of fluff, which is easily moldable and it caves under pressure.
When Nervalet was talking to her in the Palais Mermonia, and she heard about Poisson, she couldn't hide her sadness and remorse.
True, but the fact that she had to hide it does say more about her as being insincere and insecure.
It would be hard for her to ignore being accused by the public today.
Not even I could ignore something like that.
Paimon thinks Furina's probably taken the opportunity to slip away to Poisson and try to relieve the sense of guilt that she's feeling.
Why?
Well, what do you think? Paimon knows the answer, of course, but Paimon can do the analysis to back it up, too. Cool, huh?
Is he becoming a detective done you some good? Oh god, Detective Paimon.
In that case, there's not a moment to lose. Poisson, here we come.
That's like the third or fourth time! There. We're gonna find Lady Furina at
This place looks deserted. Guess all the survivors must have evacuated already. All that's left here are signs of devastation. Will Furina really be here? Let's try to find her as soon as possible.
Well, I think she's down there right about now.
That's Furina, right over there.
Stay quiet for now.
She really is here all on her...
Should I just give up? This is all meaningless.
Interesting that, when I first saw Furina being cornered in the courthouse during one of the trials, usually she had like an alter ego going on. So, I don't know, is this the alter ego or is this her insecure part?
What was meant to happen did happen after all. Everyone's dead.
Except for the people in Fontaine or the Court of Fontaine.
I'm sorry. I am so sorry. Give up, Furina. There's no point in holding out.
Telling herself? Like she's got a split personality or something?
I'm sorry, but what can I even do? Other than to repeat meaningless apologies over and over. Who's that?
Don't worry, Furina, it's just us.
Okay, us.
So it is you, blonde traveler from another land. Why, I almost thought you were someone from that mob of my ignorant subjects. Come to kneel and beg for my forgiveness.
That's what I want to do to her.
Furina, you were crying just now, weren't you? The tear stains on your face are obvious.
It's like, go back to crying! So now you can be authentic. And I can actually feel bad for you. Regardless whether I put you back in that position.
What do you mean, tear stains? I remember. The show at the Opera House earlier this morning was so moving. I'm still trying to process it.
I want to smack her so bad.
Who did that uncivilized rabble think they were? Disturbing my enjoyment of the arts.
You literally cried over a disaster that happened down here, and now you changed your mind. Like, you can't even accept the fact that you felt bad for it. That's how insecure and insincere she is.
They even dare to tout their Archon. I must teach them a lesson. I can just imagine their twisted and frustrated faces once they realize that I'm nowhere to be found.
Says the person who felt bad for the people who just died and is trying to come up with a different face to ignore that completely.
Oh, and I'm sure Nouvellette and those people from the Maréchal say Phantom are freaking out right next to them, too.
Dear God, what the hell's wrong? Stop trying to act tough.
Of course not!
There she is! The Hydro Archon's over there! Quick, after her!
And what are they gonna do?
Furina, those people seem to be after you.
They are? They're just some rabid fans who want to cut the line because they haven't been able to meet me in person, aren't they?
I'm pretty sure they're here because they're pissed off at you not doing something about the disaster that is literally around you.
That's against the rules. I can't let them get their way.
God. Okay. Time to chase the water god. Before everybody else does. Because for some reason we have way more stamina to keep up. And also Paimon is able to fly faster. They gave up? God. Frickin' Furina deserves to be smacked. Just for that statement.
Should be the place, right? Hey, Furina! There's a good hiding spot over here! Quick, come...
What is this place?
Don't you know?
Hurry, they're almost here!
Fine. I suppose haste is warranted.
What? She's like, where is this place? Does she have a split personality? Like, she's talking to herself. Maybe, I don't know. But like, she went from one personality to the next.
I merely gave in to the sheer enthusiasm they displayed. You're right.
Uh-huh.
Yep, that's a good girl.
Now shut up.
What's happening? The ground's shaking. Is it an earthquake?
Yeah,
Probably.
a quake of this kind preceded the flooding in Poisson, didn't it?
It can't be. It's happening again.
Well, now you're finally going to see what actually happened.
Well, there's no need to worry too much about that. Nouvelette's made some emergency plans, so the effect...
Yeah, I hope you're right, but the people of Poisson, they've already...
As Furina finally reached her limit, at least she's talking about her actual feelings, she's starting to look far less stiff. Good! You're gonna talk amongst yourselves as Furina slowly calms down.
It's true. I've been investigating the prophecy for hundreds of years.
And why did you not do a thing about it?
I once had informants all over Tevat, searching for clues and feeding information back to me.
Yeah, well, you've had Nouvelette report to you the other day, yet you did nothing but walk away.
I've tried all kinds of ways, too, to hold back the sea. Anything to keep the coastline from advancing.
Uh-huh.
But all my efforts proved to be futile in the end. Really, the truth has been clear to me for a very long time. We cannot make an enemy of the divine. No matter what we do, the will of the heavenly principles will have its way, and the prophecy shall be fulfilled.
So, basically Lady Furina is given up simply because she can't find it in herself to fight fate.
Give up. I do love the sound.
Did I even say give up? I said, but even then...
Finally coming to terms with fate, but also for me to finally be free.
Of what? But also all that hope would disappear.
Indeed. I've thought about giving up so many times, especially after we almost lost Poisson. Fate is really unreasonable, isn't it? It has no heart and obeys no rules. The prophecy has only just started to come true, but just now, it all became clear to me. I still don't have the right to come to terms with fate on behalf of everyone else. As long as the final moment hasn't come, it's still not too late.
And yet there are some people who kind of want to change fate.
Don't worry. I will keep hope alive for everyone until the very end.
Yeah, well, maybe you should be a little bit more sincere about it instead of putting on a false act. That's the biggest problem with her.
Well, that's enough for now. I got the impulse to play the stricken maiden, but honestly, considering my rank and station, that wasn't a good fit at all. Don't take any of what I just said seriously. How could I possibly let Fontaine fall to the whim?
Come on! Paimon could have sworn you were actually being honest just now.
Some part of me wants to see her go back to crying. We're running out of time. We can't just go back to square like this. I have to get more information out of here. Might have to shoulder the burden alone. Although I don't know what you might be keeping from your own, your people are more willing to share the burden with you.
Share my burden. That's impossible. It was fated right from the start that this would be my duty alone.
But even if your burden doesn't need to be shared, you can still choose to confide in somebody. Just share with me in what you call a witness.
A witness? Yes. I've heard that you came to Tevat from beyond the stars, yes. In other words, you never belonged here.
A witness that never belonged.
And if Tevat is, in its entirety, a show on a stage, then you're just a spectator, aren't you?
Yeah, which makes you the actor of this stage.
If that's the case...
Time for you to act out, but not in a way that leaves you to be inauthentic. No time left. Please, Furina, just spit it out. Wow! What did I just say? She literally is the actor on the stage. They literally transport an entire house right to the opera house?
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes my opening performance.
That she literally did confess in front of everyone and in the opera house right then and there. Time for the final trial.
Now, without further ado, we may proceed to the trial of our god.
The final trial.